Hello everybody, I hope you've had a good weekend. I'm sorry this is coming out so late. We had some family events this weekend and I'm getting everything done as soon as I can, so I always thank you for your patience and I hope you had a good time with your family this weekend as well. This is the PLT overview for the week of April 12th through the 16th. And as always on our Canvas page, we have our overview document right there. Trainings and tasks this week, update grades as usual, call parents and guardians. This is our second week to complete SABRs for each advisory student at fastbridge.org, and we've got our video on how and why we do this. An Infinite Campus review of the behavior form and the video that's been in there for a couple of weeks. We're just keeping it in there in case you need to use that behavior form and you haven't used it yet. Our inspiration this week is a TED-Ed video, Teaching During the Pandemic and Resilience. And we have all of our advisory lessons ready for this week. We'll talk about them more in depth in a couple of minutes. And of course, our PLT checklist form is right there. If we look here at our document, the overview for the week, here are the announcements. Make sure you're working on those wellness forms. That was sent out by Eric Reed and must be submitted to the district office by June 30th to receive a discount on your health insurance for next year. Please schedule your physicals and biometric screenings now. This information was sent out by Eric Reed on March 25th, 2021. See his email for more information. Next, there are CAPERS retirement seminars coming up this week on April 13th and 15th. Please see emails from Lou Faust and or the faculty meeting presentation for more registration information. The end of the school year schedule has been set for the weeks of May 3rd through 7th and 10th through the 14th. On both weeks, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are alternating block days, so blue, red, blue, red. Fridays are going to be 7-hour days. Also, we're getting ready for iPad check-ins for on-site students. Seniors will be turning in their iPads if they are on-site on May 5th in advisory. Grades 9 through 11, will be turning in their iPads on May 11th during advisory. Please see the faculty meeting presentation for more information or contact Donna Parks or Sarah Maycumber. More information is to come about remote students turning in their iPads. Grades this semester. The seniors' last day of school is April 6th. If any senior in class is at risk of failing, please contact Katie Ball, Eric Ross, and Ben Jimenez as soon as possible. All semester grades are due by May 17th, your last contractual day. Also, it's been talked about and asked for, so a climate survey will be coming out soon. It is specific to our school and will be used for future planning for next year. If you have remote students who are state testing and you need that information, again, look for Trina Dabini's email. The remote students are testing the 6th, 8th, and then this week the 15th. Also, we have state testing happening in our school. This week it's ELA for 10th graders. If you need more information, contact Janelle Shoemaker-Walters about state assessments and iPad security. She also had sent out this video previously, and it's about testing security as well. Next, make sure to continue working on your learning assurance forms as they're required by the state. And our 3 important things to remember. Make sure all assignments and resources are in Canvas for availability when students are isolating or quarantining. Any alternative plan for assigning work, providing information, and returning work has to be clearly communicated to the student and parents or guardians. Also, take attendance at the beginning of the hour and fix the inaccuracies at the end of the hour. And finally, if a student shows up in your class and is marked QCC or quarantine close contact in Infinite Campus, they should be immediately sent to their grade level administrator and or nurse. Concerning trainings and tasks this week, update your grades, sync them to Canvas. Make sure everything in Infinite Campus and Canvas, or at least Canvas, is the most correct, accurate grade. Next, make sure you're calling parents and guardians if there's a student not coming to class, not turning in assignments, or close to failure. And feel free to reach out to grade level counselors, administrators, and the MTSS coordinator if you need more help. Also, complete the SABRs for each of your advisory students on fastbridge.org. The video is here about how and why we do SABRs. This video does have one inaccuracy, and the correction is that both campuses are completing SABRs on their advisory students. So make sure you do that for your advisory students, please. Please assist new teachers with this task if they need it. These are due by April 23rd. The students will do My Sabers, their self-assessment, during the weeks of April 12th through the 22nd in advisory. There's your behavioral referral form, again, in the video about how and why to use that. If you ever send a student to the office or out of your classroom, you should fill that out. And finally, inspiration for this week and next week. It's a really neat video, and it's called Educators Talk the Pandemic. And it shares with some of our struggles, and it also offers hope at the end and things that we can do to help each other out. So if you have any thoughts about that or would like to share anything else that might be great for inspiration in PLT, please send them our way. It's important to pay attention to advisory this week. On Monday, April 12th, we're doing grade checks and study tips. On Thursday, April 15th, we have the compassion lesson and the suicide prevention, which is also a suicide prevention lesson. If you feel uncomfortable teaching this lesson, please reach out to a counselor or peer for assistance. We did make sure that this lesson is already posted, so you can go ahead and look at it and see if you need any help, and just contact us and we'll try and get you someone to work with. And then we have our collaboration form this week. We had some more action steps come in at the end of last week, and here were some new submissions for what people are doing to help students at the end of this semester get ready to pass their classes. Tracy already said, I'm putting students in breakout rooms, asking them to share screens even when they say they do not need help, so I can just stop and make sure they are working. Mr. Worley said he's reaching out to parents, constant encouragement in office hours. Mr. Jones says he's keeping the grades up to date. He's available after school to help students in one-on-one discussions in class with struggling students. Mr. Giswind, I hope I said that right, I'm sorry if I didn't, is keeping assignments in class, weekly updates to parents, and conferencing with students. Miss Platt said she's keeping an eye on students' grades and missing assignments. Miss Tidmore said she's creating a pass plan for current failing students, motivating wise phone habits, and talking about life after MHS. And finally, Mr. Callahan said daily follow-ups with students, allow for retakes, work with students after school. And then we have all of the previous submissions here as well. This will be the last week this is included, but you're welcome to look through all of it. For questions this week, someone said, how do we motivate those students who are in danger of not graduating, who want to give up? And after some discussion, one of the answers to this that was offered by our group was keep encouraging the student with compassion. No matter their academic choices or their reality, we can assist the student with their education at Manhattan High School or other places that student may go. So even if the student ends up dropping out and chooses that, it doesn't mean we can't help them on their way, and hopefully they make good decisions after that, like getting their GED or something like that. Of course, our ultimate goal is to help them pass our classes, but students make the ultimate decisions. Great question. Just everybody remember to keep engaging with students and your peers with compassion so that we can all get to the end of the school year with a positive attitude, knowing that we have that support around us. Comments. Love the refresher videos. Thanks, Ms. Copeland. And finally, the Tell Me Something Good section. Ms. Melgaris said, love the junior advisory resume building tips. Made it seem like a fun and creative task. Thanks, Ms. Melgaris. And finally, Ms. Copeland said, I'm having my last IEP of the year, maybe next week. Congratulations, you've made it. That's a lot of work. Hey, thank you all for all of the work you do. We hope you have a great week. Make sure you submit your questions and comments on the PLT checklist form. If you need to know before then, go ahead and send an email. But whatever you do, please put some more positivity into the world this week. Make sure you check on your peers and your students, and have a great day and week.